Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Underhood Show presented by Mel Hambelton Ford. My name is Phil Nightingale. I'm the general manager, and Josh Profit. Morning, Josh.
Morning.
Josh is our parts and service director here at the Big Corner. Hey, let's get the phones ringing. 316-462-3673. Hey, we got a new banner up, Josh.
Yeah, changed things around a little bit. I thought maybe got it lower in the screen a little bit. I don't know. So.
All right. So anyway, hey, it's the only show I know you get paid to call in on. Anything ailing your car, tires, brakes, batteries, or you want to talk about anything in the automobile world or something you just don't understand about the car, how it runs, what it does. You want to talk about MH Ford Racing. You want to talk about Big Corner Creative. You want to talk about the race world, whatever is going on, give us a call, 316-462-3673. And it's anything that's helping you out in the automobile world. And you get a great package. Yeah, I can't spit that out right. Price package valued at over $130 for each and every caller. And as always, Josh, what's in that package?
So we're going to mail it out to you, but it's going to consist of the works, which is an oil change and tire rotation. We use Motorcraft oil and filter products here at Mel Hambelton Ford. While we're performing that, we're also going to complete a multi-point inspection on your vehicle, checking over the brakes, tires, steering, suspension, all the safety-related components on the vehicle, making sure that it's ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving. You'll also receive $10 to Mel's Diner, so you can get yourself something to eat and drink while you're here with us at the Big Corner, as well as complete nitrogen for your tires. So you get all the great benefits that nitrogen has to offer for your tires, and a BG products package, which is going to consist of a can of MOA or motor oil additive for your engine oil, and then a can of CF5 for your fuel system. Again, just getting that vehicle geared up and ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving.
All right. 316-462-3673. That'll dial up to Carl and come right to our front desk. The girls will get your name and number and patch you through to us and get you on the phone here. So anyway, Josh, wild and crazy week this week. I can't believe it's May already. And
yeah, we just went right into, I don't know, it's not gonna be long. It'll be summer, from that.
Hey, kind of like that idea too.
Get some heat going.
Anyway, yes. And anyway, we need to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day tomorrow for all the mothers out there and in the world, and thank our moms for everything they've done for us in our lives and stuff too. So everybody have a great weekend and a happy Mother's Day on top of that. Good morning, Delbert. Delbert's live with us again on looks like he's on Facebook. So Delbert, thank you very much. Hey, everybody, jump over on YouTube. Give us a like over there. We're trying to grow that thing a little bit, do some more exciting, fun things with this podcast. So I'd appreciate a like on either side, either Facebook or YouTube or both. Yep. Doesn't matter.
There you go.
So anyway, Josh, the warehouse is coming along very well.
We've got a big event coming up there this week. Very excited. We're going to be doing our grand opening on Tuesday. I was talking with another individual that we had hired from out of state, and he's going through some things, getting things organized back at home, and just giving him an update on where we're at. And it's I don't know. It's been probably 2 weeks since he was here and took a tour of the place, and so he was asking just a couple of different questions about what's changed and what all we've got accomplished in that amount of time. And you go back and time gets away from you for sure. So I'm going over some of the things we did, and I was like, okay, well, was that like that? And was that like that? And so it's trying to get a timeline sometimes when you're running as fast as we are. It seems like it's been forever ago and it was 2 days ago, or vice versa.
Yep, exactly. So, again, the warehouse has come along very well. We're constant increase in inventory. One of the tire reps the other day asked me, says, did you just buy a whole bunch of tires just to buy a whole bunch of tires? I said, no, we bought a whole bunch of tires so I'd have more in stock ready to go. Instead, every time we turn around, we got to run over to one of the warehouses across town or whatever and speed the process up. Of course, that's the whole idea behind this warehouse, is having a good supply of parts. But it is still a battle out there right now. And I don't care what business you're in right now of getting inventory, getting parts, getting whatever it might be. And I've told a lot of people, just like our new car inventory, we usually have about 800 to 900 new cars sitting here. And right now we have less than 100.
Yeah.
It's all due to this chip shortage. It's not just Ford. It's every manufacturer out there is fighting for these chips. And I sure hope that manufacturing is figuring out some way to overcome this, where we don't run into this battle again, or whatever, exactly how this chip shortage happened or whatever. I heard there was a fire in Taiwan that burnt this plant down, but I can't believe we just got one plant for the whole world making these chips. Yeah. Maybe that is what it is. Again, not my situation there or whatever, what's happening there too, but I just hope that we can overcome this. But it's, again, it seems like every time I turn around, I talk to another business owner or somebody. Instead of getting something 2 to 4 weeks, it's 10, 12, 14. I heard the other day on building, a guy that builds buildings, he said that he's out 22 weeks waiting on stuff. So here we're short on truckers, everything else like that from that part too. So,
the other side of that is just with inventory. It's probably never been a better time to if you're looking at trading a vehicle because of the value of your vehicle. I don't know. You could probably contest to that or speak to that a little bit.
Yep.
From that side of it.
It is. It's. I've been doing this a long time, and I priced a lot of cars over my lifespan of this business and stuff. And I will tell you that used car market is so hot right now. It's crazy on what they're doing, what the prices are doing and stuff like that, and what dealers are selling these cars for and stuff. But it's a demand. I mean, there's just no cars out there like we usually have. The supply is not there and everything else from that part. So if you're looking to trade your car right now that you own today, I guarantee is worth the most money it's ever been. It's not going to be worth any more money than it is today from that part because of what this market's doing. And all the dealers are looking for cars.
Yeah.
And I don't care what car it is. I don't care what brand it is, what year, what it is from that part. All the dealers are looking for things to sell. So it's a great time to look at that. And I've had a lot of people come in and talk to me about different things of that part too. So,
and then, on the service side of that, you've got people that are kind of fixing things or repairing things that previously maybe they would have traded just because of the level of inventory is not there for the selection, on repairs. And so, trying to make these cars go longer and kind of get through this crisis. And then the other side of that is, if we do run into a repair, it's trying to obtain the parts to fix vehicles. I think we do a really good job of thinking outside of the box, so to speak. There's a lot of places, or you call a lot of other vendors or places that we get parts from, and the answer is, well, that's on back order. And then that's just the acceptable answer when if you dig into it a little bit deeper, sometimes you can overturn some unturned stones and happen to find what you're looking for. And so I think we do a outstanding job of that here, and of trying to think outside of the box. But the other thing that's really helped us through that is just our volume of inventory. What we have here in parts, what you and Lisa's allotted us to stock here. We have a lot of parts that a lot of other dealers have called on because it is on back order, and they're
trying to get our inventory.
And we're our concern first and foremost is our customers and taking care of them. And so depending upon what the part is and how fast it moves and stuff, those guys have been advised to handle each situation accordingly. But for the most part, I mean, we want to take care of our customers with that inventory.
Exactly. Hey, good morning, James Furman. Missed you at Salina last night. I'm sure you was out somewhere recording or whatever. I think I maybe saw you out at Bar to Bar. Morning, Jim Petty. How are you, buddy? Anyway, big event going on at Bar to Bar this weekend too. You need something to do there. You know what? I just thought about that. Bruce told me I could give away some tickets.
Oh, yeah?
Forgot all about that. Too many things going on, too many irons to fire. I didn't know
if maybe he was going to call, or I'm sure he's probably running around.
I bet they're busier out there,
too.
Whatever out there.
I talked to the guys this morning already out there, got things set up, and we've got our one of the trailers out there selling supplies and tires and fuel and all that stuff out at Bar to Bar. And so it sounded like they had a pretty big event, or pretty big time yesterday. Had a great showing, very good weather for it out there. So if you want to see some motocross racing, that's the place to do it for sure.
Okay, so here, let's get the phones ringing. 316-462-3673. And Bruce said we could give away a few 4-packs of VIP tickets. So here's what you got. Call in the show. You're going to get the $130 package and 4 tickets to Bar for this weekend out there. And they're having I hear there's over 600 riders out there. So it's a big event, a lot of fun, a lot of exciting things going on. So let's get phones ringing. Get the price package valued over $130 for our package, and 4 tickets, VIP tickets to Bar today or tomorrow. I believe they're racing tomorrow, aren't they?
Yeah, they're out there till I think it's tomorrow afternoon. I think they said around 3, just depending upon how things go, is what Tyler was saying.
Okay, I didn't read. Racing begins at 9 a.m. both Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
8th and 9th. It's a 2021 AMA Monster Energy National Motocross Area Qualifier. So if you want to see some motocross racing and things going on, I'm telling you, that's the place to go. So let's get the phones ringing. 316-462-3673. We'll give away those 4 packs of tickets and also the $130 package.
So I went out there Monday to get the trailer that we had took out there because they were doing like a practice over the weekend. And so we went out to get the trailer to kind of replenish or restock it. And man, there was, I don't know, I bet there was probably 50 people out there already. And then, you know, getting set up. And then we went out, I don't, you know, days kind of run together here, but I think it was Wednesday, but they weren't even starting until Thursday, but there was you know, the number of people that had already showed up that was getting ready to go. It was impressive. You know, there was campers everywhere and people everywhere. And so I think that's a pretty big deal for these guys right now.
Yeah, so if you don't win them, there's ways to still buy tickets and stuff all the way for today and tomorrow. But 316-462-3673, 4 tickets to VIP at Bar to Bar in the $130 prize package that we give for each and every caller calling the show. So a little more excitement there. And so let's get the phones ringing, 316-462-3673. So anyway, what else, Josh, we got?
You know, one of the things, too, I thought we'd talk about, Phil, is we'd mentioned inventory and kind of different ways that we've been going about trying to stock vehicles or get vehicles on the lot. And, you know, in doing that, we've even ventured out and you've started buying some vehicles at auctions or at other dealers that are trying to get rid of their inventory. But in doing that, we bring those vehicles in, and what do we do with them when they get here?
Well, you know, let's talk about that, Josh, a little bit. I'm glad you brought that up because I am out there trying to buy some inventory because we are low, doing it very precise and picking the right cars and the ones that I see very well and stuff like that too. But I'm still shocked at when I get them here because these cars are coming off other dealers' lots that we're buying them off these auctions. And I take to tell you, I'm buying 3 to 1 to maybe 4, I think is the most I've ever bought, but I'm looking at probably anywhere from 30 to 100 cars every day. I'm looking at those that I've picked out of the selection and stuff. In the way these cars roll in here, sitting on other dealers' lots, I'm appalled at what they look like, what the condition of them like or whatever. Our reconditioning process is so much different, so much better. And when you buy a used car from us, I can promise you when I lay my head on my pillow at night, I can sleep very well because I know I sold you a quality used car that's got lots of life left in it. The brakes are good. The tires are good. It's mechanically sound. There's nothing halfway worn or anything of that part. And these cars roll in here, and I'm trying to buy. They're all late model cars. They're less than 80,000 miles is my range that I look at. I do a background check on it. I do an auto check on them to make sure they're clean and all that kind of stuff. And it's crazy when those things roll in here, what they look like and what other dealers don't fix on these cars. And, you know, if our tires are halfway gone, we put new tires on these cars. The brakes are halfway gone. We put new brakes on so that you don't have any unexpected repairs. These cars are rolling off other dealers' lots. So the tires have got 2 and 3/32 tread on them. The brakes are thin. Heck, I've had a couple of them come in. I hadn't even had the oil changed in them yet from that part. So I want you to know when you buy a used car from here at Mel Hambelton Ford, Josh and I hand walk all these cars, and we have a very thorough check that we go through to make sure that car is ready to go, full of life. And do we miss some stuff? Yeah, we're human. We're going to miss some stuff and everything else like that. But that's why we stand behind our used cars like we do.
It just amazes me, you know, in some cases we'll see stuff, and I mean, it literally looks like it's just been cleaned and put back out on the lot.
Yeah.
Or put on the lot for sale from that side of it. So
exactly.
We've got a caller coming through here, so we'll get them patched through and get them up on the air. But remember, again, it's the package that we give away plus family 4-pack. So let's go to the phones and talk to Jordan. Jordan, you're on live with Under the Hood. Go ahead.
Hey, Josh, how you doing? Nice fresh haircut, by the way.
Hey, I like it.
Anyways, I'm not trying to win any motocross tickets. I've got a square dance competition this weekend, so I can't go anyway.
Gotcha. You square dance?
Yeah, we do a up tempo turkey in the straw routine, and we're pretty good. So
who's we?
Me and my square dance team. So
okay, you should
either way.
Square dance.
Either way, Yeah. Either way, I had a question about motocross this weekend. You're talking about bar to bar and
Yep.
everyone going out there, and I know that's become a huge, huge event out there. And you may or may not be able to answer this, but they always, I hear those guys talking about the Loretta Lynn qualifier, Loretta Lynn this, Loretta Lynn that. Are they actually talking about Loretta Lynn, the country singer? And
Yes.
if so, what's her correlation to motocross?
I need to find that out, but that's exactly correct. And I don't know what the correlation is to that or whatever, but you're correct on that, because I questioned that, but I never did ask why she was so involved with that or whatever.
And I'm almost certain that
Maybe
they got a big ranch down there that has the actual track on it that they go to from the event. Now I don't know what got her started in it, but I've heard that it is very impressive down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, yeah, I hear people talking about it. I mean, they just Loretta Lynn this, Loretta Lynn that, and I'm like, are they actually talking about the country singer? Which sounds like they are, and it sounds like that answered my question. So
have you ever line danced, or no? I'm sorry, not line danced, square dance to Loretta Lynn?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We do a lot of Loretta Lynn songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like I said, our
You got any video of that?
Up-tempo Turkey in the Straw. So
You got any video of that?
yeah, I can. Oh yeah, it's all over YouTube. We're the best. We're the best in at least Kansas, most of the Midwest. So if I want to check it out, pretty good stuff. If you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I didn't know you was into that, Jordan.
Oh yeah, love it. Can't get enough of it. Square dancing fool. So
well, where do you square dance
either
at?
way, lots of different places.
Yeah, where don't you square dance?
Where don't you square dance?
Yeah, that's probably a smaller list there.
You gonna come put one on do a little square dance showdown for us on the showroom?
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you guys want it. So
Boy, howdy.
Thank you guys. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. So,
exactly. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. So
all right, guys. Thanks for answering my question. So
have a great day, Jordan. Thanks for the call, buddy.
Bye,
see you, man. All right, 316-462-3673. Hey, anybody can tell us why Loretta Lynn is so involved in the motocross racing? Jump on the air and tell us, because I'd be like to know, kind of curious too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I meant to ask Bruce that a couple of times when we sat down talking in the meetings and stuff, but never have really had that opportunity to ask him and stuff too. But anybody knows that, you win 4 tickets to the motocross plus that $130 package for telling us why Loretta Lynn is so involved in motocross racing. Who knows? Maybe it's a son, maybe it's a grandson,
That's what I was wondering.
Or somebody like that that's got deep into it and she just followed him and got going.
Supported it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we talked about the inventory or, know, what we bring on from other lots from that side of things. But
it just still blows me away when those vehicles get here. And Josh, as always, they go right into our shop. They go through our inspection and get set up exactly the way they are. And I will tell you, everybody, we have sent, when we buy those cars, and I've been buying quite a few, 1 or 2, 3 a day is what I'm kind of buying. But I've had a couple we've got to send back because the buyer just didn't disclose things wrong with it and stuff. And I make sure the auctions that I'm on have a return policy because of that situation. And we had that one truck that guy, I mean, he really tried to lay us away with that truck. It had a bad motor.
Yeah.
Didn't disclose any of that part. It said it was fine, all that kind of good stuff, but we got it sent back. So that's good. But just so you know, when we do get those cars bought, I've went through a thorough inspection. I know that before I buy them, what the history of the car is, all that kind of stuff. And then it goes through our shop once again to make sure that they've been serviced up, and the tires, the brakes, the oil's changed, the fluids, whatever needs to be changed, they're detailed up. That's the other thing, is just the detail side of these things when they get here. I mean, there's a lot of dealers just don't detail these cars and have them looking like they need to look too.
And that truck that needed the engine, for example, I mean, that's literally could have been a consumer out there that got stuck with that thing. I mean, it just baffles me that somebody would try
to pass that off.
Yeah,
exactly. So just know when you come here to Mel Hambelton Ford, we're going to have a quality used car for you and help you with that and show you that and make sure they've went through this inspection that we normally do. And again, Josh, I got a lot of buddies around the country that I've met over the years and stay in contact with, and we bounce things off one another, and they are still blown away at how much we spend to recon our used cars. And it's just because I want you to have a good quality used car. I want it right for you. I don't want you to have problems with it. But again, they're a mechanical piece of equipment. Things can break at any point in time.
And I think that's another thing that we could get into is, I always get the question is, should I buy an extended warranty?
Yeah.
You know, and from my perspective on that is that, like you said, I see people all the time that are happy or ecstatic that they have an extended warranty. You know, now granted, there's a lot of people that maybe own a vehicle throughout the life of the vehicle and don't have any major concerns or an issue with the vehicle, but just being in this industry and what we do, I mean, there's repairs all the time that are in the thousands of dollars that are it just broke. You know, it wasn't a lack of maintenance, it wasn't something that we could have avoided or done different, it just broke. And when you have that security of somebody else footing the bill, it's such a relief to these customers when they're paying, you know, maybe a $100 or $200 deductible as opposed to $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 for whatever
some repairs. It makes, and I know there's a lot of phone calls running around with people calling you saying, "Hey, you need to buy a warranty," or "Hey, your car's about ready to run out." If someone's calling you on the phone that you don't know who they are or whatever, hang that phone up. Do not buy that warranty. They're selling you a product that's not going to cover very much, or it's going to cover this much, or it's only going to cover so much of parts or so much of labor. Those warranties aren't not very good from that standpoint. So, and the ones we sell here, Lisa and I have sat down and devised our own program to cover what, you know, the right things and all that kind of stuff. So when you buy one from us, but if you're somewhere and can't get to us or whatever, I mean, just buy one from a reputable manufacturer warranty.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of companies that I've even seen, you know, that are here today and gone tomorrow, even so to speak. You know,
and then you're really out.
And then you're really in trouble from that side of things. But there's a lot of different questions that a consumer could ask a warranty company, or just know, you know, what's going on. But we see things all the time of aftermarket extended warranties that customers purchase that, you know, they want to pay for. I'll give you an example of, you know, let's say you're putting an engine in a vehicle and the warranty company wants to pay. Okay, they'll pay for the component. In some cases, I've even seen them go as far as they even ship the component to the dealer. So they'll take and put a used or a salvage part on your vehicle, and they ship it from wherever they can,
whatever salvage yard they can find,
whatever they can find that'll sell them to it the cheapest they can. They ship it here, and so they pay for that component, but then they don't pay for fluids. You know, they won't
gaskets.
Pay for, or gaskets. They won't pay for oil and filter and coolant and last time I checked, you can't do that job without those supplies. So why is that not, you know, part of the warranty that they want to provide you?
Yeah, Josh, that's been going on for years, because when I was in Topeka, and I still remember this battle over this warranty company, an axle seal leaked on the back of this car.
Mm-hmm.
The axle grease leaked onto the brake shoes.
Gotcha.
They would not cover the brake shoes. You cannot put that brake shoe back. It's not going to stop the car.
Yeah.
You got to replace the brake shoes. They would not cover it because it wasn't a covered component. Wait a minute. The seal leaked fluid onto the brake shoes. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
But that warranty company, I fought and fought and fought. And that's from that day forward when I went after and find a good warranty that covers things correctly and stuff, and not try to find out a way not to pay for something. But that is crazy. That axle seal leaked grease out. The axle seal is a covered item. Would not pay for those brake shoes. Didn't want to pay nothing. And I said, what's the consumer supposed to do? Well, it's a normal wearing part. I said, I get it's a normal wearing part, but the axle seal went out that's covered, that leaked the grease on there. Mm-hmm. I get it's a normal wearing item, but that doesn't mean it's not covered. So just be careful those warnings when you get those phone calls and stuff out there. And here's when I sell somebody a car, I tell them every time, I say, I can promise you one thing, it's going to break at some time. I just can't tell you when or how much it's going to cost. And just like my brother-in-law, he bought a Bronco Sport from us the other day, and I had a warranty priced in the car. And he goes, do I really need that warranty? And I said, you know what? If you get down the road and that car gets out of 3-year, 36,000 miles, and something happens with the electronics or something on this, you're going to thank me. Right now, I get it. You probably don't think you need it because it's a new car and everything's covered in factory warranty. But I asked him, how long are you going to keep it? Oh, 100,000 miles. I said, okay. So what do you got coverage from? What are you going to do from 36 and 1 mile to the 100,000?
Yeah.
He got it, and he ended up purchasing a warranty. But I just want people to have coverage, because you're like, Josh, you said it. We see people every day that don't have coverage pull in here, and they've got to figure out some way to pay for that big bill. And it's not fun. So that's what it is an insurance policy. That's what you're buying. But you're buying peace of mind to know that if that thing does break, hey, I'm covered. I'm okay. And you're paying something up front for it. I get it. but it's still the best thing you can do is have a warranty behind these cars today. You know, everybody talks about, I hear these dealers advertising lifetime powertrain warranties. Okay, that's great. You know, powertrain, the major components today is not the issue. It's all the sensors, all the switches, all the electronics, all the modules, all the ECMs and all that stuff that's on these cars today. That's what breaks. The motors and transmissions of everybody's cars today are very good. Everybody's got a good powertrain and everything else from that standpoint. So the powertrain is not what you're worried about. I'm more worried about all the other things, the alternators, the starters, the AC compressors.
Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to, you know, just maintenance on the vehicle, the powertrains are going to go whatever
Forever.
miles you
maintain it, keep
go.
that oil change every 5,000 miles, and you get 300,000 miles out of any car today.
Yeah.
No problem. Guarantee it. So anyway, hey, 316-462-3673. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, wherever it might be. But hey, Josh, let's thank real quick all the guys that help us put this show on and keep us going each and every week, which is Big Corner Carady for all your advertising needs. Hey, if you need a web page design, you need social media marketing, you need whatever it is to help advertise your business, race car wraps, vehicle wraps, window wraps, anything that helps you do your vehicle. And, you know, Josh, you're doing a lot of trailer wraps down there now, too, and all kinds of neat stuff, too. So see those guys at Big Corner Carady, and as those guys say, just Google us.
Went down there one day. They had a golf cart in there, and it was a little bit later on that day, and they had a rail car in there. And you just never know what you're going to find.
No. Anyway, BG Products. You know, I've been using BG Products since 1987. Love the partnership with those guys, and from that part, on that standpoint. So anything you need to help keep your car running many more miles, the great BG Products that we keep on hand here and sell here through Mel Hambelton Ford. Check those guys out. So anyway, rental cars. Hey, Stan's got a great fleet of vehicles over there. 12 passenger, 15 passenger, even some 10 passenger vans, Explorers, Expeditions. Got your summer travel plans ready to go. Don't want to put the miles in your car. Give Stan a call right inside here at Mel Hambelton Ford at Go To Rent. Okay, so
let's talk about racing. What happened last night?
Well, yeah, we went up to Salina for the NCRA show.
Okay.
And Mr. Jake took off, started 6th out of 7th in his heat race and won that. And then it started us on the pole, and he took that race car and led the whole race. So we had a little win last night, a little excitement. I'm still kind of
won the whole thing, huh?
Won it all. So it was a great night at Salina at the NCRA deal. Great crowds, great car counts and stuff too. So thanks C. Ray and the gang for putting on a good show up there, and we took home the win for. Thanks to Buddy and Tanner Mullins for putting the race car together for us and everything else too. So,
but got out there and that was it. That was all she wrote.
That was it. Took off and
no restarts.
Had about 3, I think, restarts. Now we'll tell you, he did make a move back. I think it's lap 12, coming out of 4. He almost looped it, spun it around, and I'm thinking, oh no, it's over. He spun it almost 90 degrees of track, tucked it back down, pulled a Dale Earnhardt, went through the grass up down the lead and still kept the lead. So go watch if you want to go see that lap 12 Team 3J on YouTube. I've got it up posted there. It's a fun race to watch, of course, because we're winning and everything else too. But some of that part. So again, thank Buddy and Tanner Mullins from Mullins Race Chassis, building a great race car and putting that thing up there front and made it run like it did and everything else too. So can't thank Buddy and Tanner enough for everything those guys do for Jake and I, putting that race car up front and everything else. So we're off tonight.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, you are
off tonight.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's you know how it is. I could go race somewhere, but it's probably 4 hours away, and I'm just not into going racing and driving 8 hours.
Yeah.
Someone had a plane, we could probably go. But, no, I'm just kidding. But anyways, Lucas is running tonight, but that's just after running last night and then going again and getting the car ready and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna take the night off, and I think we're back at Salina next Friday, and then back at 81 next Saturday. I believe is what's on our schedule.
Got that Salina track dialed in, I think.
Yeah, we won an IMCA race up there, and that's for those you don't know, the IMCA is a different. Everybody thinks we got different cars for each track, and we don't. We have one car, and we changed the car up to meet each track rules. So was it 3 weeks ago, I think we were running IMCA up there, and we won there too with the same car. And basically, we have to take the spoiler off the back, and we put our Hoosiers on, and that's kind of why I'm running IMCA. We're the Hoosier dealer, and I want to run my Hoosier tires, and so we put the Hoosiers on, and away we go. And like Jake said, he has more fun driving the IMCA car than he does the USRA car.
Really?
He says, the Hoosier tire is harder, and that spoiler gives you less downforce, but you've got to drive the car.
Yeah.
And that's what the difference is. It takes a lot more to drive that IMCA car. than it does to drive that USRA car, because you got the spoiler that planting it down and give you more traction. And then the American Racer tire is a softer tire and a softer sidewall. So from that part. But yeah, he said on coming home last night, we're talking and everything, that he'd much rather drive IMCA from
Very
that part. So then when we go to USR, we put the spoiler on, we put the American Racers on, make a few minor adjustments to the car, and off we go. But even last night, I got several comments. Oh, yeah, you won your IMCA car and you won in this car. It's the same car. Oh, it's not either. Same car. Same car. So
same car, just more man hours, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, hey, anyway, 316-462-3673. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Give us a like on both. That'd be great. But let's get the phones ringing. 316-462-3673. Anything ailing your car, tires, brakes, batteries, anything in the automobile world. We'd love to talk to you and answer any questions you might have to help you understand your car better and everything else, too, from that standpoint. So, and 4 tickets to the motocross out at Bar to Bar this weekend, today or tomorrow, for each and every caller. So, 316-462-3673. Josh, I had something on the tip of my tongue I was going to ask you, and I kind of drew a blank on it. But
so the next question I had is the Bronco.
Yeah.
We got to be getting very close to that.
Okay, with all these, this is probably some questions I've had on the Bronco this week. Right now, we still have the 2 courtesy transportation vehicles scheduled and 1 other first edition Bronco scheduled, and I was getting a little worried because of all the chip shortage and all that kind of stuff. So I picked up the phone, called Ford yesterday, and I said, I'm hearing that maybe there's possible some delays on the Bronco. They confirmed it back to me. There is no delays on the Bronco. The production of the Bronco is going along very smoothly. The only hiccup they've got right now is, we had the big painted on black top that got pushed to 22. So then they've got this molded in color top. Still a little delay on that. So right now they're building everything with the soft tops. So we're about 30 days, they said, from having some more schedules of those molded and colored tops being built. But as far as production being built, the Bronco is on track, doing what it needs to do. And from that part, so no chip shortage in that area from that standpoint. So I was excited about that, but I was getting a little worried that was happening.
Going to be an issue. And so when they launch something like that, they basically hold so many of them so they can release them kind of equally to the dealers all at one time. So
that's correct.
One dealer doesn't get 1 or 2 and other dealers don't have any.
Well, I'm going to tell you how I think it's being dealt out. Now, when the Ranger came out, every dealer got 1.
Yeah.
Did I do something there, Josh? I think I did I?
Let's see.
Does that? Are we still live on? Yeah, we're still live, but I did something to this. I hit something right over here, Josh, and took our screen away. I don't know. I did something. Yeah. But anyway, we're still up and live, so that's good.
We're still going. You just can't see you, so.
No, I think I did freeze us. I went right across here.
Here.
Anyway, hope
there. Yeah.
Yeah, we did something here, Josh. Anyway, sorry for the picture, everybody. Not sure what happened, if we did something or whatever from that part, or whether it just shut off on us or what happened. No, maybe we're back up.
I think it's just the display to us. No? Don't think so.
No, we did something to the camera, everybody. Sorry about that. See if we can do a little adjustment here or whatever to try to get us back up in speed, but not sure what I hit. I don't know that I hit anything. I thought. No picture out there, everybody. Sorry, we're working on it here to try to figure out what happened from that part, but very sorry that the picture went away. But it does look like we're back up to speed and everything. You can hear us coming through the deal, but just can't see the camera.
I was wondering about.
So anyway, there we go. What happened? We're back. We
just
went
like
live. So anyway, everybody, sorry about that. I must have hit that cable when I come across there or something from that part. So everybody, sorry about the camera going away. So hopefully we're back up here shortly. There we are. We're back up and live and everything else too. So very sorry about that. What were we talking about when that all started? Bronco.
And what they were doing when they deployed the Ranger.
When they set the Ranger out, they just sent one vehicle to every dealer. Not sure that's fair. That's guys that sell more trucks than anybody else than the other dealer. So I do believe the Bronco is getting rolled out in a fashion of how we sold SUVs, and your SUV sales is how many you're going to get. So yeah, I hate to say the smaller dealers, you're not going to get as many as the guys that are selling them the more vehicles and stuff, but that's how it should be. The allocation should go to the dealers that are selling the cars and have earned that right to have those cars and all the hard work we've done to put that together from that standpoint. So, but I do know the molded and color top is just on a little bit of a delay, and they're building right now. They're building the soft top cars. I shouldn't say cars, SUVs, for right now from that standpoint too. So Broncos on schedule, got them coming. I'm going to say that we're going to see our first Bronco probably first, second week of June, maybe third week of June, somewhere in there when the first one's going to get here. Second one probably towards the end of June. And then that first edition, I think, will be here around the first week of July. So if everything keeps going the way they want everything to go and all that kind of stuff too. So anyway,
so I had a text here. So Mike answered in, but he said Loretta Lynn motocross began in the 80s, embraced for family-oriented racing. As for the last stop, an invitational for amateur riders before they move up to the big leagues. Guys like Ricky Carmichael and Travis Pastrana, Jeremy McGrath began their careers winning at their ranch. And so,
really,
yeah, I think it's the step before you go to the big ones.
Yeah, I knew that part of it, but I just didn't know why she was so involved with that part. So at least we kind of know now. So 316-462-3673. Get the great price package, our package for $130 and 4 tickets to the motocross out at Bar to Bar today or tomorrow. So let's get the phones ringing and give away some tickets and stuff. 316-462-3673. Anyway, Josh, what else we got exciting to talk about in our world here?
Yeah, this week definitely going to have to get prepared for the grand opening for the warehouse for sure. The other side, I mean, school's out right around the corner, so I know people are going to be wanting to get out of town or take vacations just from in the store here of people that employees coming to me with vacation requests. I know this year is going to be huge on travel. Nobody really got to do a whole lot of that last year, and so got some catching up to do for that.
Yeah.
So if you need to get your car ready, don't delay on that, and don't put it off or don't not do it before you take off out of town, because that's the fastest way I know to ruin a trip or ruin a vacation is have mechanical repairs or something that comes up before you take off. And between just servicing it and a multi-point inspection, I mean, that's something that we do on each and every vehicle. Even if you're in between services and you just want the vehicle looked at before you go out of town, bring it in. We'll do a multi-point on it, at no charge, and take a look at it and make sure the thing's ready to go.
It's exactly right, Josh. I mean, it's just like yesterday, we were flying out of here to get this line and stuff, and I was driving back in the golf cart, pulling the golf cart, and Jake's in the truck, and we're talking back and forth, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, you know what? How old are those tires on that golf cart trailer? Jake said, I know they got a lot of tread. I said, I don't care about the tread. I'm trying to think how old they are. They're probably 5 or 6 years old. Yeah. I says, we need to look at that Julian date of that tire, because that's the last thing I needed last night at 12:30 at night, cruising down 35 and blow a tire on a golf cart trailer.
Yeah.
Because I promise you that spare isn't aired up either. You'd think I'd have that spare aired up too. But again, I see what we're doing. But that is another thing. And then we've got the bearing buddies on that trailer.
Yeah.
And we just squirt some grease in every now and then. Jake made a good point. I think it's time we take them bearings out and clean them up and put some all new fresh grease in there. He's right. So that's the other thing to think about. You're getting ready to pull your boats out, your jet ski trailers, whatever it might be, you're getting ready to pull out of the storage. Make sure that you've got the proper air pressure. Check the Julian date of those tires. And if they're 5 years old, replace them. Pack those bearings, just like we talked about there too. Check those lights and everything else on those trailers and stuff on that part before you take off on any kind of a trip or anything else from that standpoint, to make sure that thing is trailer's ready to go. I mean, I've had my issues where I remember several years back, I was bringing a boat over for Hutch to get it, ready to go for summer. Made it halfway here for a blue tire.
Yeah. Yeah, they just come apart, just shred apart from dry rotting or from sitting, for sure.
Yeah, so just check those Julian dates. If you don't know how to read those Julian dates, bring it by, take a picture of the tire. We can read it for you, tell you what the age of that tire is and stuff too. But it's 5 years, and it's time to get that tire off there and gone. And I don't care how much treads on that tire, age is killing that tire. Period. That rubber's aging out and everything else too from that part. Don't take a chance. So don't make your boating or jet ski experience start off worse with a flat tire, or worse coming home and have a flat tire on your way back from the lake or whatever too.
And then the other side of that too is I hear it all the time, and I know you do as well, but somebody says, okay, in an example like that where, okay, it's wore out or one's blown or it's just time to replace them. And then you get just whatever's the cheapest, but there's criteria that needs to go along with that, especially when you're pulling a trailer. Is what's the load rating? What are you pulling? How much does it weigh? There might be a cheaper tire out there that's available for it, but it might be half the load rating that you need for that, and that's just going to make the tire run warmer, and you're going to risk at the risk of blowing it out because it's over temp on the tire.
Yep.
From that side of it.
Josh, since we've sold all the 450s, and I'm pulling the race trailer with a 350 single rear wheel.
Yeah.
But I think it's a 16, I think. I miss my tire temperature, tire pressures on my trailer on my dash. I monitor. That's some of the great technology I love. We can monitor those tire pressures on the truck, let alone now we can watch the tire temperatures on the trailer. And let me tell you how bad I miss that, knowing where I'm at before we take off and stuff too. From that standpoint. So the technology there to help us with that, to know that tire pressures are right. But like you said, what I watched about that is the pressures grow when you run down the highway. So if you take that tire that's got a wrong load rating and the heat of the tire swells up, you're asking for trouble there too. So it's not just the size of the tire, it's the type of tire that it is, it's the load rating, it's the speed rating of that tire, and then the right tread. I mean, depending on what you're doing with that vehicle and everything else like that too. And, yesterday we had to haul a lot of fuel to Salina. And so pulling that golf cart trailer, I decided to grab a Super Duty real quick. So I just didn't want to put 2 barrels of fuel in a half ton in that golf cart. I just didn't, So I grabbed a Super Duty, didn't know. I just went, they got me one, and it was a trimmer package. And boy, it does look cool. Love those meaty tires on everything. I got up there to Salina, and Jake said, "How'd you like that trimmer?" I said, "I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like it." He goes, "Why?" I said, "Them tires are noisy."
Yeah.
Noisy. Now, somebody, everybody loves those big, meaty tires, but me personally, I don't want those tires. It's noisy, and I got to turn the radio up so loud I can hardly hear those tires, ground. But that's what they do. No matter what you do, those tires are going to be noisy, but they do look cool. The truck looks cool. I can't tell you how many people come up to me at the track last night. "Man, that's a nice looking truck. Oh, that's cool." It is a cool looking truck.
Yeah.
But me personally, I just don't like that loud noise running down the road, but somebody else does, and it doesn't bother them. They like the look and everything else too. So that's the other thing. The right tread wear that you're going to like, the right to what terrain you're going over and everything else from that standpoint, that's what you got to look at. So I guess there's a seat for every.
There is a seat for everybody.
For everybody. Quite the word I was thinking about using.
Yeah. Same thing for me on exhaust, because you can put some aftermarket exhaust on stuff, and you get the, I don't know, some of it, if it's not tuned right or in tune with the vehicle, it'll sit and resonate, and right about cruising speed, you just get this loud. Then
I like the loud exhaust too, but it's got to sound good though too. It can't just have all that resignation and all that stuff coming through the cab and all that other stuff. But yeah, I do like a little loud noise every now and then too. That's for sure.
Would agree with that for sure, wholeheartedly.
Yeah. So, hey, just a few minutes left on the show. 316-462-3673. Anything ailing your car, tires, brakes, batteries, you get 4 tickets to the 2021 Amateur Motocross at Bar to Bar today or tomorrow to go out and have some fun. And there's going to be some bad boys out there riding. Guys from all over the country trying to qualify to get up to the next league and everything else too. So get the phones ringing, 316-462-3673. and then we waste some tickets to that, and you have some fun out there this weekend. I believe 81 Speedway is running tonight. Some other classes I don't have on the top of my head. What's all running out at 81 Speedway. So if you want to go watch some dirt tracks, as Shannon says, turn left. 81 Speedway's got their brand new bleachers in the pits up, so I'm excited for that. Big, huge bleachers back here on the pit side, which is very cool. So jump out there today at 81 Speedway. Those guys are going to have a great show. And as we're sitting here, I'll look up real fast what 81 Speedway's got running. So everybody kind of knows. I think it's rookies and not all sure here. We'll find out here real fast what's all running out at 81 Speedway.
See what they have out there. And then I think it was the 14th was when KID was going to do their next kind of test and tune open deal. Was supposed to be on the 14th out there.
Yeah. Okay. Out at 81 Speedway tonight is rookie modifieds, super stocks, stock cars, and late models. So jump on that. Oh, and IMCA mod lights too. So you got rookie modifieds, super stocks, stock cars, and late model and IMC mod lights. So it'll be a good show out at 81 Speedway tonight. So Sooner late model series. So jump out there at 81 Speedway, and what'd you say? KID's what?
So Wednesday, yeah, the 14th. I think it's Wednesday. Actually, no, I don't think that is. They're doing a test and tune out there at KID is when that kicks off for those guys. So
okay, and then a little update after all you saw. I don't know if Jesse. I think Jesse has posted our video of.
Oh yeah.
Of the our build on our Mustang. For those you who don't know, we've had our 11. Yellow car that we've had since I don't know how long we've had it. It's won many a burnout contest and had a lot of burnouts done with it, but it was time to upgrade. So we took a 2021 Mustang and we took it out to the track bone stock, and we ran about 12.6, 12.7s. And then we bolted on a set of Hoosiers and improved that time about 0.4 of a second just by bolting on a set of Hoosiers. But there's a lot of work yet to be done to that car. We're going to build this car. We're going to go through the build with you and show you each and everything we do to the cars and how much it costs for parts, how much it costs for labor. What do you want to put the parts on yourself? But you can see what it costs and how much faster the car goes and go all the way to this build all the way through. And we're going to do different segments and videos. The next step is, as soon as we put the Hoosiers on, and Josh, I can't tell you how much different that car looks and how much better it looks with those wheels on. It's crazy how much a set of wheels will change the look of your car. Next step is headed over to tuner. We're using Polk tuning. He's going to tune it up for just to make things a little bit better for drag racing, not an all-around drive car, because the car does need some help with the shift points. I noticed when I was going down the track, it just didn't shift as good as it could have to help him. And I know that's going to improve some time. And then he's going to set a few things up for dragging, for some different
fuel on it,
different fuel and timing and everything else in that part. So we'll show you what that tune will cost, and then what it does for that. Plus, we're going to put it on his dyno. We'll know what the horsepower of it is stock, and then we'll know how much horsepower I put back in it for that part. So that's going to be the next step, and I believe that's next Friday. We'll be over there at Polk, going to put the tune in it. And, of course, we're going to put in some Renegade fuel in that car, and it's going to be some E85 that we're going to put into it to run that car and see and then we'll see how much the E85 actually improves it too from that start too. So,
yeah, very exciting on what all's to come with that thing for sure.
But it's going to be fun.
Those like you said, the wheels and tires, I just can't believe how much of a difference it made appearance wise on it.
And then the other thing, I never really had drag raced a rear independent suspension car like that, and it is no kidding. They always talk about the hop, the wheel hop, and that thing, it did actually wheel hop between shifts. Well, our partners at Steeda, we've got all the parts here. We're going to put a whole Steeda suspension underneath it, and they call it Stop the Hop kit. But it's a lot of cool parts over there we're going to put on it. So thank you, Steeda, for being part of this partnership. Aeromotive has supplied some fuel systems, and Advanced
fuel injector development.
It's done given us some injectors.
Going to be for the injector side of things.
So we'll show you all the money we spent, what it costs, and all that good stuff. And you can watch this car being built as we blow through the time with that car, and it's going to be fun to do that.
Pretty cool video out there too.
I think Jesse. I hope Jesse posted it, but I'm not sure that he did yet. To get that out there, let's see if it's up and running.
Watched it a couple of different times yesterday, and it's always fun to go out there and do that.
Oh yeah, it's a blast. Anyway, we had Kelly Estes' GT500 out there. Josh, you took it down the track a couple times too, right?
I did. Yep. He went out to do the right along with Ford or the ride and drive thing where they go over all the features and functions of that car and
Jesse doesn't have that up yet. It doesn't look like.
get to show him how that works. So I'm excited to hear. He'll be back, I think Monday or Tuesday from that deal. I'll be excited to hear how that went. So when you purchase the GT500 and then also the Raptors, I think when you purchase the Raptors as well, I think so new from Ford, you have the option to go to this, or they invite you to this course, and basically it's essentially how to use the performance side of those vehicles. And so, be excited to hear how that experience was for him.
Yep, it'll be fun, and I get a chance to go do that too. I got to call and find out where I'm at because I hope my deal hasn't expired, but I think they extended it because of
the COVID deal.
Yeah.
And I wonder. I was trying to remember. I think I talked to somebody that did the Raptor one as well, and I'm not sure where it's at. For some reason, I think it's out in Colorado somewhere. But
no, it's in Utah, I think.
Or yeah, you are right.
I think.
Yeah, it is Utah. But that'll be very cool to hear how that experience went for him.
Yeah, so I'm going to go over to YouTube real quick and see if Jesse's put it over there on YouTube or not. But we got a great video of that, of the car going up and down the track out there, and Kelly's car going around there too. From that part. So
and you say it'll be next Friday when we do the
next Friday. We're headed over to Polk Tuning, Polk Performance Tuning, I think is how you call it. And I sat down with him and Nick and got a good plan of attack of where we're going to head, where we're going to go with that car from that part. So it's going to be fun. And when we get hooked up and seeing how much difference that tune makes and what it does from that part. Yeah, I don't see that video up there.
Don't see it up there either.
I'll have to ask Jesse where that video is at. Sending me a little text here while we're talking. Hey, where's that video at? But it is a cool video. A lot of good stuff then from that part. And
so just a kind of a recap of what all was going on this weekend. If you need to get out and wanted to see some racing, Bar to Bar would be a great place to do that. They've got their racing going on out there today and tomorrow. So if you want to see some high flying motocross action, that's the place to do it.
Yeah, I went out there this last fall when it was cold, and there were still 300 riders out there. It still amazed me how fast they go, how high they fly, all that kind of stuff. So if you want some real entertainment, out to Bar to Bar and watching the 2021 Amateur Nationals qualifier.
That's a calculated event. Let's say it that way until it's not calculated. Yes. And then it's a crash.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so just a few minutes left, Josh. Just kind of recap everything. Let's thank our sponsors one last time before we get off the air here, which of course is Big Corner Creative for all your advertising needs. Not just vehicle wraps, not just race car wraps. They do everything for your company to help it advertise, from web page design to social media design, radio advertising, TV advertising. They produce all their own TV and radio commercials right down there at Big Corner Creative. So anything you need to help advertise your business, help your vehicles look better, wrap them up, window tint. From that standpoint, give those guys a call at Big Corner Creative, and those guys say just Google us. BG Products. I've been using BG Products since 1987. They're fantastic products. You get what you pay for, and they have all kinds of products to help keep your vehicle running for many, many miles, and love those products. And they're right here in Wichita, and they got a great research and development lab right down here that's very cool that they keep up to date on all their stuff. So keep BG Products in your fuel tank and in your fluids. It'll help your vehicle run many, many more miles. Summertime's here. Much as I hate to say it, I love that summertime. Get your rental car ready. Get on the list. Give Stan a call right inside here at Mel Ford. He's got Expeditions, Explorers, 12, 15 passenger vans to help you make your vehicle help your holiday plans and vacation plans be better. So everybody, hey, once again, happy Mother's Day to all our mothers out there. Thanks to all the mothers for everything they've done for us all of our lives. So let's everybody have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.